Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys a few tips on how I went from this to this.
1, 2, 3.
So obviously this is going to be just my experience with it. It's going to be different for each individual. I just wanted to share this video and share what I did. If there's any other moms out there that are looking for resources on how to lose the baby weight, I wanted to share my story. I hope this video helps. Tip number 1, start working out before pregnancy and continue working out throughout your pregnancy. I'll explain to you guys how both of my pregnancies went. So the first pregnancy, I was working out and I continued to work out throughout my entire pregnancy. It was my first pregnancy. I was kind of nervous. I didn't want anything to happen, so I just did really light exercises, but I continued these light exercises throughout my entire pregnancy. I was sick in my first pregnancy. After I would come back from the gym, I would just feel so much better. The nausea would be gone for a little bit. Working out helped with my nausea. With my second pregnancy, I was really sick, so I had no motivation to go to the gym. If you're planning on getting pregnant, I suggest working out prior to even getting pregnant so that you can continue working out throughout your pregnancy. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2, listen to your body postpartum, and when you feel like you're ready to start training again, start training, and start training with really high intensity intervals, HIIT workouts. And when it comes to diet, don't limit yourself. Eat a lot of protein, veggies, fruits, healthy grains, have a healthy diet with healthy fats, but don't limit yourself too much, because especially if you're nursing, because you want all that good nutrition in your body so that it gets transferred to your baby. Postpartum is kind of a tricky thing to talk about, just because everybody's journey with postpartum is so different. In this part of your journey, you really need to listen to your body and just understand and give it time to heal. I mean, you just pushed a baby out. Thank your body for what it's done. But for me personally, with both pregnancies, I felt ready to start training again at that 6-week mark. So at 6 weeks, I did interval training, which is on the treadmill. You start off with a 4-minute warm-up, fast-paced walking. Then you do 1 minute walking, 1 minute run. Anyways, it kind of sounds confusing. I'll write it out right here for you guys so that you guys can take a screenshot and try that out. If you're trying to lose actual body fat, that is my biggest recommendation, is doing intervals on the treadmill. That's where I kind of saw my biggest results. When I mixed changing my diet and then doing the intervals, that's where I saw the biggest difference with my body fat percentage lowering. Another thing too is HIIT workouts. So I actually purchased a program. Her name is Sarah's Day. You guys probably have heard of her. She's a YouTuber as well, and she's been on YouTube for years. But she has her own workout program. If you're looking to lean up and tighten up, that will be the workout for you. So that's basically what I started out with. Now, dieting, if you are a mom, when you're nursing, you are hungry all the time and you still have cravings. Like, people think that you have bad cravings when you're pregnant. That's not the case for me. My cravings are 10 times more enhanced when I'm nursing. I'm just craving everything and I just want to eat everything in sight. So when I'm nursing, I don't really actually focus on my diet, because I know that I'm trying to still get a lot of healthy fats and nutrients to my baby that I'm nursing, so I don't want to limit myself too much in that regard. Past postpartum and past all the baby stuff, tip number 3 would be figuring out your goals and how you're going to accomplish them. I would say that's the biggest one for me. Have your goals, write them down, and to find things that help you stay motivated. For me, it's watching YouTube videos of like the strongest women, really intense women, lifting really heavy. I just like seeing stuff like that on YouTube and on Instagram. That really motivates me to be a healthier version of myself and train harder at the gym. And then also, if you accomplish those goals, figuring out new goals. If you want to sustain that goal that you already accomplished, you need to figure out how are you going to sustain that. Or if you have another goal to maybe get bigger, maybe you want bigger muscles, or maybe you want smaller muscles, or whatever your goals are, just continuously writing them down month by month so that you have a clear focus of where you want to go. You guys probably saw we went on our Hawaii trip. I had a goal to stay consistent with my training and my diet, just to try to do better than I did the day before. I just wanted to push myself to see how far I could go. And I wanted to be the hardest working person at the gym. If I take the time to go to the gym, I just want to do the best that I can and work as hard as I can. And that was literally my goal before I went to Hawaii. And I really liked my results. My mindset, I think, was my biggest change. I just was so positive, so motivated. I really liked the way that my physique turned out, and I loved what I was eating. I had found a diet that, really worked for my lifestyle. Tip number 4 is just doing your research and finding a diet and a fitness program that's really fit for you and your lifestyle. You might have some trial and error. I definitely did. I started off eating lots of protein, lifting really heavy at the gym, and I noticed my butt was just getting way too big. Like I couldn't fit in any of my pants. And I was like, okay, so yes, it's nice that, I'm getting a little bit of a booty, but I wasn't fitting in any of my pants and my body didn't really seem like it was changing much. It just looked like my butt was getting bigger. HIIT workouts is really good when you're trying to get the intensity up, but is it something that you can do all the time? Not for me. I got really bored of that. I needed to switch it up. I needed to lift some weights, to run on the treadmill, like some workouts outside, handstands. You know what I mean? Like I'm just that type of person at the gym where I just like to change it up. I did a lot of research on calorie deficit, counting your calories, my protein intake, my fat percentage, protein percentage. I did all of that. Starting in the kitchen and counting your calories is actually something where I saw the most results. Now, for me personally, being a mom, I don't always have the time to get the scale out and weigh everything that I'm eating, especially when I have 2 kids yelling at me. It didn't work for my lifestyle. So I did it for a little bit to see if I could get a grasp of like how many calories I should actually be eating in a day. So I started to decrease my calorie intake and I started seeing more muscle definition in my arms and my abs and in my legs. So once I kind of got the hang of that, I stopped counting my calories and I just continued doing what I was doing. I would say that diet is such a personal thing. I don't think that there's one kind of diet for all of mankind. I think that there's multiple different diets that you can choose. So do your research, trial and error, try different kinds of diets. It might not work. It might. Just figure out what works for you. I would also say in that tip too is figuring out supplements and vitamins. I don't use pre-workouts or anything like that, but I do take a lot of vitamins. I can show you guys what vitamins I'm currently taking. Sometimes I just drink those Quest protein shakes that you can just buy at the store, but I also have a protein powder in case I want to make smoothies and add in fruits and vegetables and things like that. And then I also eat protein bars. So those are my vitamins and my supplements. What tip is this? I don't even know what tip this is, but the last tip would be to make the time. If you are a mom like myself, I really struggled with this in the beginning, finding the time, finding the motivation, and not feeling guilty. I know that that's definitely a thing for a lot of moms, is when you take time for yourself, there's guilt that comes with that. But you have to remember that going to the gym and taking care of yourself is really important. Not only is it good for your health, but it's also showing your kids that you're taking responsibility for your body and you're taking care of your body, and that's an important thing definitely to teach your kids as well. The way that I was able to manage and find the time was when my husband didn't work from home and he worked downtown, I had to wake up either really early and go to the gym, or I had to wait in the evening once Clint got home from work. Then I was able to go to the gym in the evening. Now, because Clint works from home, I can wake up in the morning, have a cup of coffee, do what I gotta do with the kids, and then I can go to the gym. Another thing that I do is, you guys know probably from my last video, 10 healthy tips or whatever. I'll put the video right here, link for you guys. You guys know that I love check marks. So I have a calendar right here. One of my goals every single month is to have more check marks than X's. So X's mean I didn't work out, and a check mark means I did work out. I was able to go to the gym. And the feeling of checking it off makes me really happy. Finding little things like that to keep you consistent and accountable and motivated, I would say, is a really big tip as well. When I decided to make this video, I sat down and I just thought about the things that I went through and the process it took me to get to where I am now. I'm really at a place right now where I know my body. I know what it takes to get the goals that I want to accomplish, whether that's with my diet or at the gym. And I would say it took me about 2 years to really figure out my body. Don't be too hard on yourself after you just had a baby. Give yourself time to figure everything out and what works for for you. Also staying hydrated. I mean, I feel like I should just throw that in at the end because it's really important. Drink your water and sleep. The number one reason for weight gain I read online is because they're not getting enough sleep. So stay hydrated and get to sleep. Get off TikTok, get off Instagram, and close your eyes. Go to sleep. Don't be too hard on yourself. Keep on going, stay consistent, write your goals down, and then you'll get to where you want to be. I really hope that this video was helpful for you guys. I hope that this video helped you in some way. If it did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions in regards to anything that we talked about in the video, if you have any questions, you guys can leave them in the comments. Also, if you could please go and push that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so that you guys are notified the next time I make a video, that would be awesome. Stay beautiful inside and out, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.